This your boy Suga Rashad Evans.
This is Brandon Hempelman.
This is Anthony Rumble Johnson. This is Nista, and you're watching the Hollywood MMA Show.
The Hollywood MMA Show.
Watching the Hollywood MMA Show.
I'm David Kano with the Hollywood MMA Show here at World Series of Fighting 4. And we're joined with the one and only Rashad Sugar Evans. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
It was a long night. We were here since the prelims.
Oh, man, that's a real long night. I wasn't here. Wait, I got here at 5 o'clock. So.
Okay, so you were here since the prelims as well.
Yeah,
Because you guys had, I think, 3 fighters on the card tonight.
Yeah, we did.
How do you feel? How you feeling? I mean, you guys went 3-0.
No, we lost one.
2-1.
George lost, but he fought a really good fight. But being a coach is draining. Like I'm tired, man. I'm ready to just go and just call it a night.
Well, I talked to Bass, I asked Bass Ruin, like, is it harder to be a coach or getting in the ring? And he said he has mixed emotions because you can't do what you can tell them what to do, but you can't do it.
It's really hard, and it gives perspective. And I'm just like, I was like, oh my God, man, like, this is what I've been putting you guys through. I've been putting you guys through all this, and because I'm watching these fights, I'm just like, and I want to get in, but man, it's hard to sit back and just watch.
Main event, Tyrone Spong, a lot of hype around him. Were you surprised Deanna was able to take the punishment that he did?
Very surprised, very surprised. That dude is tough, really, really tough, and my hat's off to him, because he has a heart of a lion, man. That dude right there has all my respect in the world because, I mean, he got hit with some really, really hard shots. And I know how hard Tyrone hits. And I'm just like, man, the punishment that he took and kept going, respect.
Do you think it was, when we talked to Deanna, he said he thinks Spong watched a lot of tape on him. Is that what you guys do? Do you guys scout?
Yeah, you scout. You got to scout to make sure you got your opponent down. You don't want to walk into a situation and be blind on him, but at the same time, you don't want to watch way too much film, so that way you're just like watching everything that he does. You want to see what he does. Okay, cool, and then just make a game plan around that.
Do you think it was? Do you think there's any moment where Spong could have just turned it up, or do you think Deanna kept him at a distance where he couldn't do that?
Well, I mean, I see that. I think that Tyrone did. He did hit the gas a few times, but the guy was able to take it. You know what I'm saying? I think Tyrone was a little bit surprised by the fact that he was able to take it, but he made his adjustments good to the fact that he was able to take his punishment, and then went back to those leg kicks, went back to the well with the leg kicks. So I mean, it was a good fight.
And Deanna did try to take him down, I think, 2 times. Is that something you've been working with him on since you're the wrestling guru?
I was so proud to see him get out of those takedown attempts, and especially against the cage. Like, in the center of the cage, that's one thing, but against the cage, that means like you paying attention and you know what's going on. And he did the right steps, did the right movement, and he got off just fine.
He looked a lot stronger. He was the bigger guy, and I saw him grab the single leg, and he wasn't able to take him down. And I was surprised as well.
When he first came into to MMA, everybody's like, "Oh, kickboxers, you're gonna have a hard time," and they didn't think he'd be able to make the transition. But second fight at MMA, and he's making a big transition to the striking, to the MMA, to the wrestling. And wait till you see him get on the ground. He's going to be able to get up, do all of that.
And what's next for Rashad? I heard they were bouncing a couple of names off of you after the Hendo fight.
I don't know. Hey, how about Dana White? Ask Lorenzo. What's up with Rashad Evans?
So you don't know what's going on next?
I don't know. I'm going to wait to see what they say.
And just lastly, is there growth for like World Series of Fighting and Bellator and Invicta to coexist with the UFC?
For sure. There's definitely room for other organizations that could be in the sport. I mean, mixed martial arts is a great sport, and the more organizations in it, the better, because it gives a lot of talented fighters a place to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the UFC is the best in the world, but it's good to have other organizations where these other great talents, other talented fighters can fight in as well.
That's Suga Rashad Evans. I'm David Kano. This is the Hollywood MMA Show here, World Series Fighting 4.
This your boy Suga Rashad Evans.
This is Brandon Hempelman.
This is Anthony Rumble Johnson. This is Nista, and you're watching the Hollywood MMA Show.
The Hollywood MMA Show.
Watching the Hollywood MMA Show.